Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my channel. And we will be learning today exponents. It starts in grade 8 and we will be defining it. And before starting, a message for COVID-19, right? The virus does not move itself. People move it. We stop moving, the virus stop moving, and virus dies. It's that simple. So that's the message of the day, and we have to be isolating, we have to be social distancing, quarantine, and we are like trying to avoid the rapid spread of this COVID virus or coronavirus. So this is the message. Schools are remain closed, and we are learning here exponent. And exponent, first of all, the definition: a quantity representing the power to which a given number or expression is raised. A quantity, and it can be a number, is a quantity, to the representing the power to which the given number is raised. For example, this. So this is the power, and power is always written at the top of that number. It may be written in the on the top of the parenthesis, or if it is alone a number, we can write it like this as well. But if it is more than one thing, for example, in algebra, if it is like this, then it has to be in the parenthesis. All right, so it's the power. Is the power to which the given number or expression. So this is my number, this is my expression, and the power is raised. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4, whatever the power is raised. What does it mean? So another definition: an exponent refers to the number of the times. So what does it represents? It represents the number of the times a number is multiplied. So if it is 4 to the power 2, it's representing 4 to the power 2. That means how many times 4 is being multiplied by itself. By itself. So how many times it is multiplying by itself? 2 times. So 4 times 4. That is 16. Right? So how many times? So an exponent refers to the number of times a number is multiplied by itself. For example, 2 times 2 times 2 will be written as 2 to the power 3 and read as 2 to the third. 2 to the power 3 or 2 to the third is same. You can read it in any way. And also we have some name, a generic name for them, like power 2 is also called square. Power 2, like 2 to the power 2, if it is times only by 2 times by itself, it's called power 2, or it's also called square. So we say 4 square, or we can say 4 to the power 2, or then we have power 3, and usually in mathematics, in algebra or in mathematics, we call it cube. So if we have something like 2 to the power 3, that means 2 is being multiplied by itself 3 times. That is what we have learned in our definition. An exponent refers to the number of the times a number is being multiplied by itself. So 2 to the third means 2 to the power 3 or 2 cube. And that means is 2 times 2 times 2, which brings us 8. So we can make many examples like this, but we have to understand the definition. A quantity represents the power to which the given number or expression is raised. This is one definition. We say that if any number is raised on top of a number, it's a power. And its other name is exponent. An exponent refers to the number of the times a number is multiplied by itself. So that is important to remember, that it has to be multiplied by itself. For example, sometimes people say, okay, if we double ourselves, or if let's is a coronavirus times and we are all quarantining and isolating, this is something like virus, right? And they are saying that we double ourselves. We double ourselves or ourselves every minute. every minute. We double ourselves, and there will be 32 of us after 5 minutes. There will be 32 of us after 5 minutes. And we have to express this in terms of exponent. So he's saying we will be 32 after 5 minutes. So express this in exponent. Express this statement as exponent. So as it is clear from the definition that they are doubling itself. Doubling itself means it's times by itself, and times by itself after 5 minutes. That means after 5 minutes they should be 2 times 2 times 2 times, like you have to multiply it by 5 times with itself, and you will be get 32. So you express that relationship which is given here as exponent function. So this is your answer. If question is asked, we double ourselves every minute, there will be 32 of us after 5 minutes. How you can express that as an exponent? So 2 to the power 5, or 2 to the 5th power, or 2 to the 5th only, right? So 2 will be multiplied by itself. How many times? 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we multiply it 5 times, right? So we can have more examples to understand clearly that what does exponent mean. So more examples will be, sometimes question is asked like this. So write 16 as a power of 2, as a power of 2. So what we have to see? We have to see that as a power of 2 means we have to check 2. How many times we multiply 2 to get 16? So 2 times 2 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, and we get 16. And how many times we multiply 2 to itself? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 becomes its power. 2 to the power 4 is 16. So what was the question? Question was write 16 as a power of 2. Right? So any question like 18 as a power of 81 as a power of 3. 81 as a power of 3. Now we have to break 81 in terms of 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, 27 times 3 is 81. So how many times we multiply 3 by itself? 4 times. That means 3 to the power what? 4. Because we multiplied by 4 times by itself. How many times we multiplied the number by itself? So 81, we express 81. We can express any number. 125 as a power of 5. As a power of 5. So we have to see again. 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5 is 125. How many times we multiply 5 by itself? 1, 2, 3. So 3 becomes the power of 5. That which is saying 5 exponent 3 or 5 cube, which is saying that 5 is being multiplied by itself 3 times. 5 is being multiplied by itself 3 times. 3 is being multiplied by itself 4 times. 2 is multiplied by itself 4 times. So you can have big number or maybe, and you can use calculator for these big numbers as a power of 6. As a power of 6. So what you have to see? You have to see that how many times 6 being multiplied. 6 times 6 times 6. So you can do by calculator maybe. 6 times 6 is 36. 36 times 36 is 1296. So that means we multiply 6 how many times? 4 times. So 6 to the power 4 is 1296. So and so forth. We can write any number as a power. So we have to see that what type of the questions can come, right? So if we have something like 2 power expand, sometimes questions say only expand, and after expand he says part 1, question number 1, it says 2 to the power 6. Okay, what does it mean? We have to expand it. And we learned from this definition of exponent that 2 to the power 6 means 2 is being multiplied by itself. How many times? 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you have to multiply it 6 times. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32, 32 times 2 is 64. So you expand it, right? You understand what the exponent is and you expand it. The meaning of 2 to the power 6 is 64. You can have any number. Let's say we have 625, 5 to the power 3, which we have already done. But we can say, well, how to expand it? Or 15 times 15 to the power 3, 15 cube. So 15 times 15 times 15, right? And you will multiply it and you get the answer. So 15, 15, if you want to multiply with the calculator, it's nice and easy. So if we say 10,000, that is easy. That we can do oral by mental math. 10,000 as a power of 10, right? So if it is written 10,000 in terms of power first, right? So two way the question can come. So question can ask the exponent and say expand. So we are expanding it 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. 4 times 10 has to be multiplied. And the answer will be 10,000. So in this way, either the question will be asking you to expand the exponent or it will be saying what is the power of it. So there are two ways of questions, right? So we have to practice it a lot at home and then you will be learning big expressions or rules of the exponent into the next class. Hope you like the video. Subscribe my channel, press the bell icon button. Thank you for watching.